It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Bills and the reigning AFC champs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Toronto Huskies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Bills now backed up to get this drive started. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go.
And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
He's a little boy with me, baby.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Went under pressure, and they got to him again. Isaiah Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs Bring in a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
47's the mark.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he will score. It's a touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Huskies are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 56. It's our time. It's our time. 56.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Winston now. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be taken at the 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. And the Huskies continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0, so essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
56 is the mic. Hey, watch your lane. Mike's 56. Let him know.
From the gun, Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Cummings. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Winston. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
AT Cardinal. Hey, smash Rocco. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Schwartz. Open space inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, a 22-yard scamper. And the Huskies continue to pull away here in this first half. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Play action now. Winston. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Oh, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Bills send the punter out. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
51 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You got it. You got it. Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. Double dog. Double dog. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Big Lion. Under 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Huskies extend their lead yet again. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Jameis now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Cummings. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
56, Mike, 56. Exit, exit. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Winston now from the 50. It's caught. Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. 20.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Check 26, check 26.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the slant. 56 to Mike. 56.
To throw is Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
56. Stay with your man. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Play fake. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
A big game there for the Bills. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 25. 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. He runs.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Alvin Kamara punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Huskies have got it on cruise control. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Winston now to throw on first down. It's complete to Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Cummings. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
First down, Winston. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
43, 47, Mike, 47. You go night. Go night. Both 7, 19, pioneer. Check Mike. 47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, 47. Who that? Check, hurt. Check smash.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So we're at halftime of this AFC. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And touchdown. A big play there. 59. And the Huskies are pouring it on. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Mine's 56. Mine's 56.
To throw, Winston. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Right there, 56. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Winston. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A 10th carry for Kamara. Kamara has it stripped. It's going the other way. The 30. 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you got to. And he works free. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 56. Don't get nervous. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Now Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
47, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Watch the sled, watch the sled. 47's a Mike, 47's a Mike.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's get this.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Check 60 Eagles, 60.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
57. That's what I do.
2nd and 5. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 52 yards. And the Huskies get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go!
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got? Mike 9, Mike 9. Let him go. Bang out.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And his pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 56. Yeah. We don't want none. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Jameis to throw it.
Right there, 56.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Come on,
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Winston. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Hey. 4 down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And makes it a... across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's get it.
They'll set up a throw.
Watch the pass.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards.
And the Huskies just continue to roll. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Strip the ball. Strip that.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I got it.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Cummings.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Watch the curls, watch the curls. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Winston now from the 50. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A
Big play there on the catch and run. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll try again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
36. Check. Check hot route.
On 3rd down, Schwartz. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready. He wasn't ready.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. 53, 56. Check, 56.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
56. Mike, 56.
Throwing, Winston.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ready? Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 56 to Mike.
To the air again with Winston. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
You trap 60, trap 60. Hey, check Mike 47.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Get right. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. Hooker 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.